here's the Etsy tee. So I've known about this for some time and it just hasn't come up for me to tell you guys, but in this video we're going to chat about it. So there is this site where you can see if somebody who left you a bad review on your Etsy shop, you can look into their Etsy profile and see if they've left bad reviews for other Etsy shops. Because let's be real here. We know that you could be doing everything right as an Etsy seller, and there are just still some really unhappy, negative people in this world. And sometimes it makes you feel better to know that it's not you. It's them. And this site is called KarenCheck.com. We all know the feeling that we get in the pit of our stomachs when we see that bad review in our Etsy shops. And you could be the best Etsy seller, you could have the best products, the best optimized listings, the best customer service, even the best of the best sellers get bad reviews, because let's face it, sometimes there's just people in this world that will never be happy, right? And then sometimes there are reasons for the bad reviews. So in today's video, we're going to jump into the many different situations that you could fall into as an Etsy seller with negative customers and bad reviews, and how you can turn these bad reviews into good reviews. I have encountered countless situations with bad reviews and upset customers as an Etsy seller. So I hope that my experience with all of those negative situations can be turned into a positive experience by helping you today. All right, so the first thing I wanted to address is if there's no way around it and you absolutely have to refund somebody, I suggest instead of clicking refund on the order, you're going to want to click cancel the order. You're going to find the order, you're going to click these three dots right here, and instead of clicking refund, you're going to click cancel. And then once you click cancel, you're able to refund them through canceling the orders. You're going to select a reason for canceling. I typically just put buyer and shop owner agreed to cancel the transaction. And then down here, you can write a personalized message to the buyer and then cancel the order, and you'll see the refund to the buyer here. So the reason being is if you just click refund, that does not cancel the order. You'll still have that sale on your Etsy shop, which still allows the customer to leave you a review. Now, if you click cancel order, that's going to take the sale off of your shop. So you'll see your numbers go down by 1 in your shop sales. But in my experience, it's worth it to lose that sale, because after 48 hours, the customer is not allowed to leave you a review. So that is one way to make sure that you're not going to get a bad review from an unhappy customer. Cancel and refund rather than just refund. Sometimes the customer's review is valid. If you have an unhappy customer messaging you on Etsy, it's very important for you to try your best to solve the problem, because 9 times out of 10, if you're not fixing the issue for them, they will leave you a bad review. So it's important to be on top of things and to make the customer happy before they can leave you that bad review. So here's my experience. Most of you know that I sell print-on-demand products on Etsy, and I use PRINTIFY to do so. So when a customer messages me, it's very rare that they're unhappy. But if they are unhappy about something with their, let's say, t-shirt, I ask them to send me a picture of the damaged product so that I can see closely what they are talking about. And if I see that it is damaged or something is wrong with the image on there, then I'm able to reach out to PRINTIFY to request a refund or a reprint, and I'm going to show you how to do this. The first thing that you need from that customer is the picture of the product. So if it's a t-shirt, I always tell them to please lay it down flat so that I can see the defected area, and then also the tag on the t-shirt needs to be visible. This is requested from PRINTIFY. Once you have that photo, then you're going to jump into PRINTIFY. You're going to find the person's order, and at the bottom of the order, you're going to click Submit Issue. You can either request a reprint or a refund. So let's say we want to do a reprint. you're going to fill out this form here, and in the subject you can put like, see, I have some here already, like design was printed crooked or they got the wrong shirt. So you would put in what the issue was, and then here you would just put in a little bit of a description. So you could say like, customer claims that the design is crooked on the shirt. And then you would attach the picture of it here showing that the design was crooked on the shirt, and then click submit. And then typically pretty quickly, within a day or so, Printify will approve that and they will reprint and send that new t-shirt out to the customer. A lot of times when this happens, the customer is so grateful that we are able to send them out a fixed one very quickly. So that actually leads to really good reviews. I've gotten reviews before where they said, I reached out to Jenny and there was an issue with my product and it was resolved very quickly. Very happy with the customer service. Now, sometimes a customer will leave a negative review before they even messaged you to tell you that there was an issue. So that goes into my next part of this video, is if a customer leaves a bad review and they're unhappy. Let's say they say something along the lines of, there was a hole in my shirt. When that happens, I try my best to reach out to that customer as soon as possible and say, I'm so sorry to hear that you are dissatisfied with your product. I saw that you mentioned there was a hole in your shirt. Can you please send me a picture? And then I go from there and do the same process that I just told you about with Printify to be able to reprint or refund them a brand new shirt. So if that whole process goes smoothly, then I reach out to them when I see that the new shirt was delivered. I ask them if they are happy and satisfied, if they could kindly revise their review. And 9 times out of 10, they go ahead and they revise the review. And sometimes they'll say, oh, there was an issue, but it was fixed. Great customer service. All is good. Okay, and my next situation that might happen is sometimes there are just unhappy people in this world and they will refuse to revise a review. So in this case, if you tried everything that you could, you tried to make the customer happy and they're still leaving that negative review up, what you can do is publicly reply to the review. Now just know, once you publicly reply to a review, there's a few things that happen. So once you publicly reply to a review, the buyer cannot revise the original review. So you want to take all those steps that I just mentioned. You want to do all those things first to try to get the buyer to change their bad review into a positive review. If they don't do that, then you publicly reply a nice and professional response. And I know that we have a lot of emotions with our stores and our products, and it's hard to not put emotion into a response. If you have difficulty with doing so, I suggest using ChatGPT to craft you a response to publicly reply to this review in a professional business manner. The main reason why you are publicly replying to this review is so that other new customers that are browsing your shop, it's not for the person, it's not to make the person that left the bad review feel better. It's for the customer, the new customers that are on your shop, to see how you are as a business owner and to see your professionalism and how you handle certain situations. So you want to publicly reply in a way that all of the other customers know that you tried your best and basically this person is just like an unhappy person. And here's another piece of advice. Sometimes you have to just refund and let go. I have the no return or refund policy in my Etsy shops. But sometimes if I have an angry customer and I can feel their anger through the screen, a lot of times I'm just like, let me just refund so I don't have to worry about a headache. Because sometimes there won't even be anything wrong with the product or anything wrong with what you did. And like I said, there are just some unhappy people in this world and they just want a refund. So you know, I kind of gauge the situation, but when I feel that it's going to be more of a problem and waste more of my time, I just refund and let go. And I want you to know it's okay to get a bad review every now and then. It's not going to break your shop. Etsy actually tends to eventually start hiding the bad reviews, like lower in the beginning. When you get a bad review, it'll be kind of at the top of your reviews, but I've noticed over time that they kind of bury the bad reviews. So you want to make sure that you're just consistently getting good reviews, way more good reviews than bad reviews, and most of the time that comes easily and effortlessly. But I will tell you a way to get even more good reviews so that you can outweigh those bad reviews. I like to get ahead and message my customers. Actually go into your Etsy shop and come here to settings, and then you're gonna wanna go to info and appearance. So right here, message to buyers, this is going to go out to the customers that purchase items from your shop through an Etsy email. So basically I have it say, hi there, thank you so much for your purchase. We truly appreciate your interest in our shop. If you have any suggestions on how we can improve our products or services, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. If you are satisfied with your purchase, we would love to hear your honest review on our shop page. Every review helps our shop grow, and we are absolutely thrilled to have you as a customer. Don't forget to follow our shop to get notifications when we post new listings. Just click the little bell icon at the top of your Etsy account. Thanks again, Jenny. And you can also say in there, if there's any issues with your product, please reach out to us and let us know prior to leaving a review. So this does help, where instead of them going to leave a bad review right away, they remember that message and they will message us first to let us know that they are dissatisfied with the product. And it's very rare that I get even a message or a bad review, but just over the years I have a collection of all of these situations. It does happen. You will run into it as an Etsy seller. You will run into all of these different scenarios. And just try to keep your emotion out of it and know that it's not a big deal, but it's important to know how to navigate these types of situations. When I had more time as a smaller shop, I also individually messaged people. So they would get that buyer message, but I also, whenever I saw that an item was delivered, I would reach out to make sure that they were satisfied with their product and to please leave me a review if they are happy with their product. The times that I would do these, I would get so many good reviews. So definitely, if you have some time on your hands, maybe make it like a once a week thing where you go through and see which products have been delivered and just shoot them a quick message. Have a message typed up like in your notes so that you can just easily copy and paste it, the same message to each customer. It will greatly impact your shop. Good reviews go a long way. There have been so many times that I have gotten a positive review on an item, and then within the hour, sometimes even like 10 minutes, but typically it's within a few hours or within that day, that same product sells again. So I don't know as a fact, this is just from experience that I've noticed, when I receive positive reviews on items, I feel like Etsy pushes those listings out to more people and you have more chances of making sales on that item. And all in all, I just want you to know, don't stress when you get a bad review. I used to let it take so much of my energy from me. I know that this is a new seller worry of how to navigate bad reviews and how to deal with angry customers. Don't let this stop you from having an amazing Etsy shop. Like I said, you might be doing everything right, but there's always going to be unhappy people in this world, unfortunately. So don't take it personally. Just try your best to navigate and flip those bad reviews into good reviews. And if you can't, then just refund and let go. I hope that this advice helped you. If you have any questions further about this topic, go ahead and drop your questions in the comment section below. I'd be happy to ease your worries on this topic. Trust me, I am not a confrontational person, and this was a really hard part of this business for me to get over. And now I feel very confident when a bad review comes in. I feel very confident that I can either flip it to a good review or at least just refund and let go. Do not let it ruin your day. Give me a like so that I know that this advice helped you. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you can get more print on demand and e-commerce tips weekly. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.